Morning, Ronnie.
Morning, Chief.
We've got a great episode for us coming today. We're going out to our honor guard. In my opinion, the best in the state, probably the southeast, maybe the country. So I want to take y'all out, show you what they do, introduce you to them, and let you see for yourself. But we're starting in a different location today. We're at Blue Mountain Coffee on Keithbridge Road. They have done something fantastic for us, and I want to introduce you to a couple of guys. This is Chuck and Edgar with Blue Mountain Coffee, and they have made a Cup of Joe blend. Or not blend, I'm sorry, it's not blended.
Not a blend, it's single location Jamaican.
Single location Jamaican coffee. Chuck's going to show us around the operation here before we go out and see the honor guard. So as always, grab your cup of Joe, let's go. All right, well, here we are. We're at McDonald & Son Funeral Home here in Cumming, Georgia. They have been gracious enough to allow us to film our honor guard practice. Our honor guard practice is here from time to time. So our honor guard here has been here practicing all morning, and we're going to go over and meet them. Let's go see.
Honor guard, 10, huh. Afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Guys, how are y'all doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great. Everybody having a good time this morning? Good practice this morning?
Hello, I'm Jeff Folk, and I'm assigned to the Patrol Division.
Hello, I'm Deborah Forrest. I work for Uniform Patrol.
Hello, I'm Nicole Greaves. I work in the Jail Bureau.
Hello, I'm Amber Garrett. I work for the Uniform Patrol Division.
Hello, I'm Anthony Rule. I work for the Uniform Patrol Division.
I'm Ashton White. I work for the Jail Bureau.
I'm Nicholas Gruber. I work for Uniform Patrol Division.
I'm Alex Abbey. I work for the Uniform Patrol Division.
Isaiah Reimer, Uniform Patrol Division.
I'm Oliver Berg, assigned to the Uniform Patrol Division.
I'm Trevor Beck. I'm assigned to the Jail Bureau.
Hideki Coulter, Judicial Security.
Lieutenant?
Sir?
How are you doing today?
Doing good. How about you?
Doing great. So here we are at honor guard practice. Lieutenant Coulter is our honor guard commander. We are here with him. He is able to get this together for us to let you see what they do and see how they operate. So we're going to kind of just let you talk about the honor guard and tell us a little bit about it, and then I'll have some follow-up questions.
Well, honestly, a lot of people think the honor guard is strictly just a funeral type service for us. We represent the entire agency, the sheriff, the chief, everybody here at the agency we go out and represent. So whenever we go off to funerals, we represent everybody and we render those honors. We conduct ourselves in a higher level than I would say most because we represent so much. And not only that, especially when we go to other counties, we represent the entire county when we go out.
Absolutely.
So we do a lot of different PR type work in that aspect. We're as ambassadors for the sheriff's office, actually.
That's great. Let's talk about your training. Who gets to become an honor guard member?
Anybody in the sheriff's office. We have civilians on board, we have jailers on board, we have deputies from all different divisions here at the Sheriff's Office. So anybody can apply, but we're looking for those people that have the heart to want to do this. And it takes a lot to want to do some of these things and render these honors. But for a lot of us, being able to render those honors in this way and make that last impression on a family or represent the agency means a lot to us.
Right.
So there's little things. The reason why I do it is just quite simply that one day I would like one of these guys maybe to present my flag to my kids.
Well, let's hope that's a long time away.
So.
Absolutely. So how often do y'all train?
We train twice a month. We come out and train 2 to 4 hours, and we work on all the basics that we knew, marching, drilling. We practice all of this, all our positionings, why they stand. We practice so that we can, when we get to the events, every event is going to be different, but we have that basis that we can go off of and actually conduct the details in a professional manner.
Staying in the training line, you go all over the state, and our team goes all over the state training other honor guards. Tell me a little bit about that.
I actually train and teach and instruct at the Georgia Public Safety Training Center. It's the statewide honor guard course, and then if other agencies host that class, we'll actually travel to their agency to teach.
How many other people in the state are teaching that right now?
Right now, there's probably 10 of us teaching that course, and that is all the same instructors for the same course.
Okay, good. So you're one of 10 in the whole state that trains for this.
Yes.
That's excellent. That's excellent. I'm completely biased, but I do believe we have the best honor guard in the state of Georgia, if not the Southeast, if not the nation. They work very hard. They look sharp. They're very respectful and render honors as needed, and are very respectful to the families and the ones that are being honored. How many events do y'all do a year?
Last year we were in excess of 60, and we're on track this year to probably be in excess of 80 details just this year.
So 80 details this year. So of course we do any line of duty deaths in the state. We send a contingency to represent the Sheriff's Office, and a lot of the times our honor guard takes the lead on those when requested, when asked by other sheriffs or police chiefs throughout the state. But that's not all you do. We talked about that just a little bit. Funerals aren't the only thing you do. What else do you do?
No, we've done any number of things that we can be called out for color guard, which we practice quite a lot, and it's a lot of marching. We'll do color guards. We've done Rome Braves, Stripers games. We do the high school games here if they ask. We've done...
Okay, so what are you doing at these games?
Presenting the colors. We'll march in with all our colors, and we represent different agencies inside the county. We've done different youth homes, sheriff youth homes. We've done the YMCA. We're doing a golf tournament, as a matter of fact, next week. We're presenting the colors at their golf tournament.
Fantastic.
Any of our academy graduations that we go to. Anybody that requests an honor guard or color guard, we'll go out to. For funerals, if any veteran inside this county is buried, we will go out and render honors. Some of our equipment is on loan for that very purpose. Anything the sheriff directs us to do, we go out and do as a representative.
And don't we all do that?
Yes, sir.
That's great.
We field a 5-person color guard typically, but a typical color guard is 4. You'll carry the U.S. flag and the state flag. For us, we always try to carry the U.S. flag, state flag, and our Sheriff's Office colors, because those colors represent us, and so we will carry those. So you'll see us 5-person color guard, and that's how we will bring the flag in, present it to the audience, render honors, and then bring the flag out.
So we've talked a lot about presenting the colors and rendering the colors and things like that. Tell us a little bit, for those that don't know out there, what do you mean by that?
By meaning presenting the colors, we operate under several flags. One of the most being is our U.S. flag, our red, white, and blue that we carry everywhere, that we're all proud of and we carry. That is one of the main colors. To its left will stand our state colors. We represent the state also, so we'll carry our state colors. So the third flag will be our Sheriff's Office flag, which we're very proud of. We got that one designed, and we get to carry that and show that off. And that's the third set of colors that we carry.
Right. Sometimes you travel days before an event to get the lay of the land and find out, so when the rest of the team gets there, they know what they're doing and where they're going.
Yes, sir. We'll always send a contingency out early. If we get tasked with a detail, like I said earlier, every detail is different. So we need to get down and know what's going on. We may make contact. One of our members will make contact with whoever's directing the funeral services or directing whatever service we're providing. We need to work with them. So they actually make contact with those people and then start working on how we can do our part and still meet what they're requesting also without violating any kind of flag code.
Great. That is great. So something, a common thing that I like to talk about when we do this, and so far this is the third unit that we've spotlighted, our Marine Patrol, our Motor Patrol, and now Honor Guard, and all three have had different uniforms, correct? And different from my uniform. So let's talk about the uniform a little bit. I think one time when I did the motor unit, I think I said that they had the sharpest uniform. I'm corrected. This is definitely the sharpest uniform we have. Let's talk about it a little bit.
Our uniform is actually quite expensive. So for us to outfit our Honor Guard, it's in excess of $1,700 just for the uniform you see them wearing.
So $1,700 a piece for the uniform. Wow.
Every bit of their uniform is fitted for them.
Yes.
They're measured for them, cut for them, and then that's why we kind of expect so much out of them, because when we pay that kind of money for a uniform, we expect them to stick around for a bit.
Yes.
So some of us, when I first came into the Honor Guard, I was using a hand-me-down uniform.
Yeah.
So the last time the Honor Guard was reformed, Kenny and I have been through multiple reformations, and of the time, this most recent reformation is what got us our uniforms currently. The sheriff's been in excess of $1,700. We went with an agency and outfitted everybody on the team got a brand new uniform, new shoes, new pants, new jacket, new hat, everything is new. So we did a lot to make ours unique, and then the design of our pins. Yeah. They're very unique. So it takes a lot of money. We expect a lot of our people. We want to represent in the best way possible, and so we want them to look good. So,
is this a Marine Corps style jacket?
It is a tunic style jacket with a stiffer collar.
Okay.
Now, Marine Corps history says that these collars help people keep their head erect.
Yes.
And that's why they wear these stiff collars.
Okay.
So these are a cleaner look for us. They're,
good.
and it's
Yes.
it, as you can see, looks very good on
Looks
everybody.
great.
So
They all look great. Looks great. All right, let's talk about the patch a little bit. You touched on that.
the patch, we modified the sheriff's original design of the patch to add the blue line through the patch. The gold in it is slightly different than the standard patch because it mirrors the metallic gold of the rest of our uniform. So the blue line is what we're representing all law enforcement agencies after. As an Honor Guard, we represent our agency, and we will render honors to all first responders, fire, EMS, law enforcement, everywhere, PDs.
Well, good. What else is on the uniform? We got pins.
I guess some on the pins. You'll see our Honor Guard pin is our wreath pin. The wreath pin is very symbolic in the Honor Guard. You'll see the folded flag in the center. The folded flag tells us what we are doing this for, why we're doing this Honor Guard. The wreath is all of us in support of it. And then below that, you'll see the Honor Guard bar. This Honor Guard bar is what, not all of our members will have it, but any member that's gone to Washington, D.C. during Police Week and stood the watch at the memorial, candlelight vigil, or did the honor rallies for the families will receive one of these pins. So if you go to Washington, D.C. for Police Week, that's why you see some of us wearing it. And that's the only other pin that we allow worn on our
That's
Honor
a
Guard
great
uniform.
honor, and unfortunately I've been doing this for a long time, and I've never been able to go up to D.C. for Police Week. So hopefully I'll get to do that soon.
We had a couple of them.
What are we going to see today?
Today we're going to be practicing a lot of our marching and color guard.
Yes.
We're going to practice casket posting. That's the one we
What
do
is that?
regularly. Casket posting is whenever the casket is brought in, or the caskets are carried and the flag is draped on that casket, we will stand guard with that casket. So as that casket moves, we stay with it and we post guards. And our guards will stand about anywhere from a 12 to 15 minute watch, where they will stand at the head and foot of the casket and remain with that casket all the way up to the service. So they take turns in postings in twos, if at all possible. Sometimes it limits to one because of crowded issues, but we try to get two out there every time.
Okay.
So we stand watch all the way through the funeral, and then guard that casket and follow that casket all the way to our interment.
Great.
Sergeant Beck and I will actually fold a flag. I wish our music department was here. You could hear them play.
Yeah.
Because we have one of our own buglers, and I'm working on getting some others, and possibly a piper, which I'm working
That'd
on.
be awesome.
I have one online that he wants to wants to pipe for us.
That's going to be awesome. So he talks a little bit about who's on the team and that they're from all over the agency. When you're trying to recruit a new member for Color Guard or for the Honor Guard, what are you looking for? Are you looking for military experience, not military experience? What are you looking for?
Military experience helps, but we try to teach all of ours, we start at the basics. But military experience teaches the marching and stuff, but what we're looking for is people that have that desire and that the right willingness to do what we do and why we do it. It takes a lot to go do some of the things we do when you're standing there dealing with some of the families, and you get involved in the emotion around the events, and it can be very tough. Not all of our details are fun, so there is some emotion in those, and you have to be able to deal with those. But you keep in mind why we're doing it and what we're doing it for, and that puts you through. So we look for those qualities in people that want to do it for the right reasons.
Very good. When we go and we render honors, say for a fallen police officer or sheriff's deputy throughout the state, do we charge them anything for that?
We do not charge anybody for our services.
No, that's fantastic. That's fantastic.
No, I'm proud of the group that I have.
Very proud. We're very proud.
They've been with me for a long time, and I'm very proud that one day I'm going to turn it over to one of them. Yes. I'm happy to watch this Color Guard and Honor Guard go from a bunch of people to next to no people, to a bunch of people, to no people, and now we're back up to a bunch of people again.
How many people do we have? I don't think we've talked about that.
We are sitting around 18 people. We have civilians, we have jailers, we have deputies, we have support members. There are people that are on our team that aren't dressing members that wear the uniform, but they support us in our roles. They help us behind the scenes at funeral services, gathering information, going and getting people food. Adjusting the thermostat, which, as you can see in the uniforms, makes for very useful if it gets
Thankfully, it's a nice cool morning this morning.
So yeah, so there's those support members can even, if we need an officer that's working, I don't want to deplete that shift. So our support members will actually come in to work the shift for that officer so that we can use that dressing.
That's fantastic. It's a great team effort. I love that. I love that. It's a very tight-knit group, the Honor Guard. They support each other. That they do things for each other, they socialize with each other. It's a good group of people, and we're honored. The sheriff and I are honored to have them and to have them represent the agency so well. This is Lieutenant Kenny Hughes. Tomorrow is your last day, is that correct?
That's correct.
Tomorrow is his last day, 25-year career here at the sheriff's office. Been on the Honor Guard as long as I can remember. Has been instrumental in growing the Honor Guard to what they are, and is a damn good singer as well. A lot of you all have seen him sing the national anthem at different events, including to several of the Braves games, the Braves, the Stripers, the Rome Braves, other things like that. He's gone out and done those as well as local. We are going to greatly miss Kenny, and I was very honored that he made this last practice here, and we're going to miss you, buddy. We're going to miss you.
I'm going to miss everybody here too.
Good. All right, man.
This Honor Guard, before I was on it, was sent out to my wife's funeral. When they came out, I told them when I got back from Iraq, I'll join the Honor Guard, and I have been on since 2005 when I got back. So that was a big thing for me to see people that I work with come out to render honors for my wife. It was a big thing for me, so that's why I do it. For those of y'all that don't know, I have Spencer Englet's flag in my office, and that flag is going to follow whoever commands the Honor Guard. That flag in the case will go with whoever commands this Honor Guard. So when I call it quits and pass it on to the next person, one of y'all might be carrying that flag, and that is his true flag that draped his body. For that team, the sheriff had, the day before, came to address the Honor Guard. He came and addressed us and told us that one day we may have to do this for our own, because we had just reformed, brand new team. We were all excited about it. That night, I get a phone call and find out that one of ours had passed. And that we throw our team together, and our team came together and performed real well. And then most of the group you see in front of you are here because of that.
So the reason I joined Honor Guard was when I was younger, my grandfather passed away, and he was Air Force. He came out. They did the flagfold. They did 21 gun, and basically that sparked my interest. Basically put me. Once I joined the sheriff's office, it was okay. How do I get on honor guard? Coulter, Lieutenant Coulter was one of our jail commanders at the time. Spoke with him. Basically, once the openings came upon us, the Air Force came to me and kind of presented everything to me for my grandfather, and that's kind of what pushed me. I wanted to be that support for somebody else.
Absolutely, that's an incredible story. And thank you for doing this. Thank you for stepping up.
I basically joined because of Lieutenant Hughes and Lieutenant Coulter. When I started, we were still in the tan uniforms.
Yes.
And we all, McDonald's and Son always hosted the yearly.
Yes, the yearly 9/11 event.
9/11
yes.
And they only had each other, and there was hardly anybody to represent and help them.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I'll help. And the respect and the honor that came along with representing with them sparked my interest, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna put my foot forth. And when the applications came through, we had a chance to join. I decided to join.
Well, thank you for doing that. We appreciate you serving with us.
Like,
tag,
share.
And always remember to follow us on our YouTube channel. This has been a great visit that we had with our Honor Guard. I'm very, very proud of this unit. You know, I hope you enjoyed, again, getting a peek behind the curtain. That's what Cup of Joe is all about, is letting y'all be involved and seeing the things that these guys do outside of their normal duties. So thank y'all. We appreciate y'all doing this for us. Thank y'all for watching. And remember, stay safe, Forsyth.